Now in the Kilpatrick corruption trial, a city contractor is on the witness stand and he's delivering some potentially damaging testimony about Bobby Ferguson and the former mayor. 7 Action News investigator Ross Jones is live outside federal court, and Ross, sounds like it's a bit tense in the courtroom this morning.
To say the least, Joanne, I've been watching the eye contact between Bobby Ferguson and Water Chief Victor Mercado. Ferguson has been sending some very icy stares Mercado's way as we hear testimony from a witness and what he says Mercado told him about feeling pressured to hire Bobby Ferguson for city work. Today's only witness has been the former chief operating officer of a company called DLZ. They were hired by the city as a project manager to oversee replacing the city's very old water mains. The DLZ employee oversaw several contractors selected to do work, and one of those companies was Bobby Ferguson's. He said he had lots of problems with Ferguson's work. He said he was often late in completing work and it cost more than it should have. He wrote a letter saying this to Victor Mercado, outlining all of his concerns. And once Bobby Ferguson heard about that, he said he got a phone call from him. He was irate and he said, quote, "Don't worry about the director, you need to worry about me." Later on, the same witness testified that Mercado told him he sometimes felt pressured by the mayor, Kilpatrick, to give Ferguson city work, and that Mercado was, quote, "getting tired of it." But here was the key point that the defense pointed out today. When that same witness testified months earlier before a grand jury, he completely left out any mention of Mercado saying he felt pressured to give work to Bobby Ferguson. The defense tried to use that to impeach his credibility, saying he was telling two different stories in two different places. There was also news today on Kilpatrick's restitution, which is, of course, unrelated to this front. We heard today, and I should remind you that Kilpatrick wrote a book not too long ago called Surrendered. There was an effort by the Wayne County prosecutor to make sure that any money that book made went straight to the city of Detroit to make sure that it paid off his $1 million in restitution. Well, Kilpatrick appealed. He said that the money should at least in part go to him. Today, the Court of Appeals essentially kicked that case back to the Wayne County Circuit Court, where we will have to go through some more hearings down the road to understand just how that will be resolved. But right now, that case is still very much up in the air. We are live blogging at WXYZ.com if you want to follow all the details. Reporting live from downtown at Federal Court, I'm Ross Jones, 7 Action News.
All right.